prepare a statement.
Yeah.
Ma'am, would you raise your right hand? Swear any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
And just like that, the courtroom ritual begins. The oath may sound routine, but it's sacred ground. From this moment forward, every word carries legal weight. This isn't just storytelling. This is sworn testimony. And what we're about to hear, it's not evidence for guilt. That phase is over. This is something different. This is impact. This is the human cost of a verdict.
I do.
All right, very good. Whenever you're ready, Counselor.
Ms. Nelson has prepared a statement for the court.
Sure.
You can go ahead and read it into the microphone.
Okay. My name is Pam, and I was a close friend of Karen. I am here today to speak about the impact her murder has had on my life and everyone who loved her. Karen was more than a friend to me. She was family. She was loyal, generous, and deeply committed to the people she loved. She believed in standing by family no matter what. That loyalty ultimately cost her her life. Karen worked hard for everything she had. She built a stable home, provided support even when it was not easy. She gave freely of her time, her resources, and her heart. She did not deserve betrayal. She did not deserve violence. She did not deserve to have her life taken by someone she should have been able to trust. Her death was not just a loss, it was a shock that shattered the sense of safety and trust. We lost her laughter, her guidance, her presence at holidays and ordinary days alike. The grief does not lessen with time, it changes us permanently. What makes this especially difficult is knowing this was a deliberate act. Karen's life was taken intentionally. That reality weighs heavily on all of us who loved her. Your Honor, sentencing is about accountability. It's about recognizing the value of the life that was taken. Karen mattered. Her life had meaning. The magnitude of this loss.
That was a classic victim impact statement. And legally, it matters. At sentencing, judges consider not just a crime, but the ripple effects, the grief, the fear, the shattered sense of safety. Notice how she emphasized prior threats? That's strategic. She's reinforcing a pattern of violence, subtly arguing for a harsher sentence. Because in this phase, the question isn't did she do it, it's how much should she pay for it?
Deserves a sentence that reflects the seriousness of this crime. I respectfully ask the court to impose a sentence that honors Karen's life, acknowledges the harm caused, and ensures the safety of others. This is not the defendant's first threat of violence. Nothing can bring Karen back, but justice is the only measure of peace we can hope for now. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. State.
State your name.
Swear affirming testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead.
You can state your name for the record.
My name is Jan. I was a close friend of Karen Baez. First of all, I'd like to relay a message from a first cousin of Karen's who has contacted us several times during the trial. And she asked that we expressed the remaining family's wishes that Debra Patton receive life without parole if that is an option for her. But, Your Honor, what I would like to share is something that has been eating at me since Karen was murdered. As testimony, it is only inadmissible hearsay. But it is all I can hear Karen say in my head, and it's gut-wrenching. For months before her death, Karen repeatedly stated, if something happens to me, tell them it was my sister. She is going to kill me. Over and over we heard such statements. I found it difficult to believe that such a thing could happen. We made suggestions. We said, move her out, find her another place, even if you have to pay for it. Move yourself out, get out. Make sure her gun is not loaded. None of that happened. What else could we have done as friends to save our friend's life? So in my mind, as I still hear those chilling words, Debra Patton is guilty not of second but of first-degree murder, as she let her victim know she planned to kill her. Though your judgment today is not her final judgment, which will be harsh, as I do not believe she is capable of heartfelt repentance, I respectfully request that you deliver to Debra Patton the harshest sentence the law allows. Thank you for hearing me.
Yes, ma'am. You swear affirm any testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. State your name for the record.
Kathy Wynkoop, Wynkoop. Good morning. I knew Karen my entire life. She worked with my father, and to be honest, she was like an aunt to me. I also knew Debra, unfortunately. And at the beginning, she was a nice person, somewhat. Narcissist, but decent. And then her and Karen had a falling out, and she just decided she didn't want to speak to any of us ever again. And unfortunately, like everyone else has said, Karen said to us many, many times, if something happens to me, my sister did it. And I just can't believe, after everything that Karen did for her, she gave her a place to live. She remodeled the kitchen to give her a gourmet kitchen. She paid for everything. Debra paid for nothing. And she gets repaid with a bullet. I respectfully ask that you give her life without any hope of parole. I want her to die in prison. I want her to be miserable. She's made the rest of us miserable. She deserves no mercy. If she had a chance, she would probably fulfill other threats that she's made to other family members. So I do respectfully ask that you give her life in prison. I want her to die in prison, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Do you swear affirm any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you just state your name for the record?
Joel Wynkoop.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just wanted to say, too, that I've known Karen for a long time, over 20 years. When I came into the family with Kathy, that I met Karen and welcomed me into her home. And she was just the best, the nicest. And Sophie, of course, before she passed away, her mom. And just a great family to know them. And then when Debra came into the picture, Karen let her come into her home and live there for free, and everything was great for a while. It was nice. We'd come over, we get to see Debra, we get to see Karen, you know, have a nice family thing, and then something changed. We would go over there, and then Debra wouldn't talk to any of us. She wouldn't talk to.
Did you catch that? If you find my body, my sister did it. Repeated, consistent, predictive. Now here's where it gets legally interesting. Statements like that are often considered hearsay. But at sentencing, the rules of evidence loosen. Emotion floods in where technical objections once stood. And the repetition? That's what makes it chilling. This wasn't paranoia in hindsight. According to these witnesses, it was a warning no one thought would come true.
Kathy's dad, she wouldn't talk to me. She would just walk around with a kind of a dumb smile like that when we would say hello, trying to be nice, trying to be conversational. And then from Karen would tell us the things that were going on in the house. Debra didn't spend any money. Karen paid for everything. Things got so bad that we told Karen, Kathy's dad and I would tell Karen when she was leaving, because Karen would always say to us, her parting words to us were, Jim, if you find my body, my sister did it. Every single time she left Mom and Dad's house, it was always the same thing. Jim, if you find my body, my sister did it. And I told her, and Dad told her. We both said, Karen, she's got to go. You got to tell her to leave. Whatever you have to do, she has to leave. I'll help you. Dad will help you. We'll both help you. If we got to get a lawyer, whatever it is to have her put out of your house legally, we will do that. Karen's answer was no. No. She's my sister. I love her. She has nobody else. She has no family. I have to take care of her. And that's what she would always tell us every time. And it just killed us the day we got the call. My Aunt Mickey, Kathy's aunt, said, go over and see if Karen's okay. And as soon as we round the corner, the place is surrounded by sheriffs. And I told my wife, she did it. She killed her. And we haven't inherited Mom and Dad's house, so we go by there every day. And we drive by Karen's house every single night when I go to check the mail. And I always say, Karen, we love you and we miss you. And we want justice for you. We know you love your sister, but she needs to pay for what she did. And I ask you for just the maximum, everything you can give, because she needs to pay for this. She needs to pay for what she did. And I thank the court and everybody here, and I thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.